Namaskar, Untitled here. This is summer season and all of us, we are really struggling hard to keep our plants happy, healthy, and at the same time we expect some, even if we are expecting fruits and vegetables or flowers from our plant, yes, definitely that too, but more than that we really want them to be happy because the sun is really scorching high. But one thing, I don't know whether you people have noticed or only I have noticed or many of us we have noticed, is that how much ever care we do take to our plants, still some, you can say, the growth or the healthiness or the way they look, to some extent it's not as good as the weeds in a garden. Any pot, if you don't take care for another, you can say, a week or so, whether your plant, what you have put in that pot, is surviving or not in this scorching sun, but definitely the weeds, the grass or anything, or you can take an example, suppose for a couple of days you are out of station and by the time you come back, your plants are not thriving that good, but yes, weeds, grass, they are really doing lush green, and everywhere if you see, all these weeds are growing up. So basically today's topic is not only how to grow weeds. I have already made one video how to manage weeds. Okay, so if you have not watched that video, please do watch it. It's really very interesting and it's very beneficial to our garden also. Okay, so I'll put that link also. Apart from that, today what I am going to talk about, as I told you, about the weeds. Why these weeds are not getting affected, whether it's summers or whether it's rains or anything. Only winters, yes, to some extent weeds won't be there, but again throughout the year we see everywhere weeds are there. So today we'll talk about some properties of weeds and how those properties we can inculcate in our garden, how we can extract those properties from these weeds, and we can use those properties or characteristics of these weeds in our garden to make our plants same healthy, same you can say hardy of whatever the season is around. So the first thing what we talk about is as soon as, most of us we don't like weeds, but yes, it is available or it is present everywhere. So that is one factor, that it is omnipresent. Wherever you see it is there, means they do not need any specific conditions to grow. Little moisture, little sunlight is there, they are there to grow. Any empty land, if nothing grows, weeds are definitely there. So that means they are hardy. Any seeds, when we try to sow, so much seed preparations we do, right? Seeds, solarizing the seeds, soaking overnight, and then you can say fungicide spray, or so many other things we keep in mind before sowing the seeds. But do we ever sow these weed seeds ever? I don't know when these seeds, from where it has come, but they are all growing. That means their viability is really strong. Whereas the seeds what we grow, they sometimes they'll germinate, these sometimes not, but these weeds are really viable in how much ever deep they are sown, because we have not intentionally kept the weed seeds. It is there somehow, it comes with the manure or with the soil, and I don't know which layer or which part of the soil in the potting mix it is there, but still as soon as they get the proper conditions, they are ready to sprout. And not only their germination, the way they thrive, too much rains, too much temperature, everything they'll take care of very well. They'll flower really well. The you can say the fast growing, the ratio, if you say same sapling if we grow and the same sapling of weed if you see in the same pot, after a week or so, how fast this will grow, and they are really invasive. So this, isn't it those properties very much attractive, and we really want these properties to come to our plants, what we are struggling to make them thrive. Even if you talk about their flowering, the pollinators, they really love to come to these weeds because of their attractive flowers. And if you have noticed, the seeds, different ways are there for them to you can say disperse their seeds. It can be with the feathers, it can be with the, you can say, small cotton kind of a stuff is there. So everything whatever they bear, it's really dispersed, so that they really feel that wherever we go, whenever the time is there, my seeds will germinate. That much power the mother weed has given it to its seeds. Isn't it interesting? Okay. So too much is there to talk about weeds. I think one video is not enough, but still, to cut down it short, why not take those properties, or try to take few of those properties, so that we can make our plants, especially in the initial stages, because that is the only stage where our plants, they need little more care, because they are delicate. Once they are grown well, yeah, they can withstand whatever temperatures are around. So initial stages, as I told you, they are fast growing greens. That means that is the basic stage when they really have too much of energy in them. That kind of energy we really want the weeds to give it to our plant. So what we can do? The simplest is, whatever weeds you see around your garden, try to plug them. Because if you see my earlier video, I am very much against plucking the weeds from the pot. You watch that video, in that I always say trim those, let the roots be there, you just manage them. So try taking out few of your weeds from all the plants. If you see something or the other will be there, especially your grass, parthenium, this amaranthus, grass, all this is there. So make sure whenever you see these weeds growing in your garden, make sure they do not reach the seed stage, because once the seed formation has taken place, it's very difficult for us to manage. As I told you, they are really very strong and very difficult to make them die. So before that, only trim it off, chop it off, whatever you have to do as a mulch and all, that we can use it, and that is really very much effective in our garden. But today we'll be doing something different. Okay, let's start. So these few I have collected it from different pots in my garden. So once I collect it, only thing what we have to do is take a simple knife, cut it into smaller pieces. Okay, so once I have cut it into smaller pieces, if measurement wise, approximately I am telling you, no need to measure completely, approximation, if you take one bowl of these weeds, okay, all mixed weeds are there, I have chopped it into smaller pieces. Take a container, a smaller container, it does not have any holes or anything. Okay, so this we have taken approximately that much only jaggery or molasses, or you can say brown sugar, anything you can say, take, so that you can take. But if you see volume wise, definitely this is lighter and this is heavier, so you can take this little bit lesser compared to this, because this weight more than the leaves. Okay, now what we have to do is we just have to mix both the things. Okay, mix it nicely. Okay, before doing this, whenever you pluck your these weeds from your garden, make sure you wash them nicely, so that there is no pest attack or something is there. Wash it nicely, no need to dry, let the moisture be there. Chop it into pieces, because this I have, you can see this is little wet, because I had washed and kept it in this. And then add jaggery, which is almost equal to the quantity of your leaves. Now this, cover it with a lid and keep it in any dark place where no sunlight is there. There is no hole in this. Okay, it's a completely sealed container. Okay, so once you have made it ready, keep it aside for approximately, minimum if we say, it's 20 to 25 days. Okay, so it's a kind of enzyme getting ready, which is also known as liquid plant nutrition. So what it does basically, why should I make it? Okay, so many other things we are making, why one more? Okay, now so many fertilizers, nutrition for the plants and all, liquid fertilizers we keep making. That's also one thing I wanted to tell every one of you. There is no need that all of you prepare. why I keep telling about different things is whatever is available with you, you try using that and make sure excuse me, make sure that every time try to give something different to your plant, so that if in case some problem is yet to arrive to your plant, the plant is ready for that. So the immunity, basically we can say, it's built up with all these different things whatever we put it in our plants. Okay, so now after 20 to 25 days when you see this, it will be something like a liquid you can say a paste kind of a thing, it will be there, mushy. So no need to strain and all. You just if you see very little more leaves are still visible, let it be there for another 4 to 5 days. No need to open till 20-25 days. No need to open the lid and mix it well. No need. Just you can shake it like this, because jaggery is there, and the leaves what we had washed, it has little moisture. So in that only this process is going to take place. Nothing to worry. So once you feel that this is already, it has become like a paste, so that time you have to take it. So approximately how to use it now. Okay, so this is basically used as I told you, it is made up of weeds, so which are really hardy, fast growing greens. Their immunity is really strong, they are really viable and very difficult to kill them, and pest attack is less, pollination is good, their seed bearing capacity, the quality of the seeds they bear, the maturity stage, everything is faster. So it's a kind of a booster, you can say, to all our plants. So from the initial stage, more than flowering to fruiting stage, the initial stage, from the sapling stage till the plant reaches its maturity, this liquid is very much of use. So how to use it? We just have to take 1 teaspoon of this in 1 liter of water. You just dissolve it nicely, strain it, and then whatever is there, you can sprinkle it to your to all your plants. Still, if you feel that the paste is really thick, you can take half a teaspoon also, because even if you put little more, there is no harm in it. But the quality of these all whatever the liquids, the enzymes what we make, the lesser the better. They are more effective when we use it in diluted form. Okay, so you can take it, suppose you really feel that your plants are doing really well and not much is required, then half a teaspoon in 1 liter of water is more than enough. So try using it and make it once, use it and share your feedback, whatever you have learned from this, and whatever, if initially also you, before watching my video, if you have used this, sometimes try sharing your experience also. So I guess this I have started using a couple of times on my plants, and especially in the initial stages, and they are doing really great. So hoping for the best. Share your experiences, and whatever doubts apart from this video also, whatever you have, kindly share your experiences and whatever journey you are going through. So nice talking to you people. Thank you very much. Keep joining. Bye bye.